So, start eine neue Aufnahme. Schau kurz, was der geschrieben hat. Yeah, Streamception. Ah. I want to borrow your studio for an hour or so on the 10th before you start preparing for the stream. No, do not let anyone near the studio during this time. That includes you. All you need to do is keep the entrance unlocked, that's all. For an hour or so I'll pay you 5 million. If everything goes well, I'll pay you on the night of the 11th. Okay. 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 Yep. So.
I'm sorry, Ryuki. This might freak you out, but there's something I have to tell you. Will you hear me out?
What?
The thing is, this corpse is so cowardly that it has no guts!
What?
I know. That was so bad. The joke was over before I even said it. But I just had to do it. I mean, look, the corpse is completely missing its guts. I couldn't let this chance pass me by.
What kind of lie do you make usually? The lie that hurts no one. Just like me. Time to say goodbye. To see you in another timeline. Bye bye. Can you answer more questions so I can become an adulty? Yeah. What did you think deep learning was? Hostess club name. Was? That's tiefblaui. Tiefblau? Das war's. Ah ja, ich hab halt resettet, weil sorry, weil der war ja schon erwachsen und ich will ja mehr erwachsen machen und Augen bekommen.
Chikara's right side. The cross-section is stuck right onto the blackboard.
What's the estimated time of death?
Based on the time the body was discovered, that would make it about 4 hours ago.
Wieso hängt er eigentlich
So, around 8 p.m.
an der Wand?
February 11th, right around the time we were meeting with Tokiko.
Looks like there aren't any
Läuft
other
das?
clues here.
Ich glaub's. Also ich glaub halt, Erwachsenenalter ist das Letzte.
Well, satisfied?
Ich weiß jetzt nicht, was genau... ja, was genau es bringt, nachdem sie erwachsen sind, noch weiterzumachen. What about security cameras?
I checked the footage, but I didn't see anyone suspicious. Of course, that place is huge, so there are plenty of areas the security cameras don't cover.
Any cameras on campus?
None. Do you remember what Gen said? The security at Sekiba High is completely lacking.
Ich meine, ja, es ist eine Schwule. Sollte jetzt... Sind nicht in Amerika. Besonders wir sind in Japan, eins der grundsätzlich sichersten Länder auf der Welt. Is Tara the culprit?
That's my assumption. I can't think of any other suspects.
Just who is this terror?
I wouldn't be having so much trouble if I knew that.
It can't be Tokiko, can it? Tokiko was with me at Chikara's time of death, and she was in Okinawa during the incident with Jin.
Yeah,
Die
at
hat
the very
damit,
least, it seems unlikely that she did it personally.
die hat damit nicht viel zu tun.
I feel like Tokiko is involved somehow. Chikara was a member of NICE, and he knew about Bats 490. That's not all. The appearance of Jin's corpse was made to seem like a paranormal phenomenon, as if the same thing from the Philadelphia experiment had happened.
After all, we are living in nothing but a simulation. A false world created by a program.
Could she have done all this to give her claim credibility?
I don't know, but it's possible.
But the Nile message Terra and Jinpei.
I think he was lying about the money. Terror probably wanted someone to find Chikara's body.
Wahrscheinlich
You
ja.
mean he wanted Chimpei to find it?
Not necessarily. It might have been for the police. Terror might have predicted that someone from the police would contact Jinpei.
Ich meine, passt ein bisschen zu gut, dass wir gerade das Handy in der Hand hatten und der kriegt die Nachricht.
Understood. We've come this far. I'll back you up until you're satisfied.
Wie lang lief eigentlich die letzte Aufnahme?
I've been expecting you. I thought you would be arriving soon.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Huh?
I mean, I knew you would come see me.
Do you know someone named Jinpei Wagai?
No, I don't.
Then do you know about terror?
I've heard that name on the news, yes. This is about the culprit, is it not?
Yes, but...
I have absolutely no idea who it could be. I'm sorry I can't help you, but...
Jin's right half didn't teleport.
I've solved the mystery, Miss Shigure. Jin's right half didn't teleport. It was just made to seem that way. It should have been obvious when you think about it. Teleportation? It's impossible. We live in a simulation? This is a fake world created by a program? Impossible. Simulation theory is nothing but occult nonsense. Just a ludicrous myth like UFOs, ghosts, and Kappa. I'm sure there are people who'd like to
Kappa?
believe in these things.
Kappa sind
And
nicht
there are groups who
echt.
profit by making people believe.
Mr. Ryuki, it appears as though there's been some misunderstanding. We of NICE have nothing to do with this.
Are you sure about that? All the pieces would fit together if Nyes is the one that made the QR video. The falsified paranormal phenomenon. What was written on the signboard. It all advances your agenda. Could it be that you wanted to spread the QR video by showing that sign along with the corpse on stream?
As I've told you, we are not the ones who made the QR video. What is the purpose of the QR video in the first place? Are you saying there is some message urging people to join NICE in it?
Ich meine, ausschließen können wir es nicht, dass vielleicht in dem QR-Video noch irgendeine Botschaft ist. Chikaras Mörder.
I know of the incident, of course. However...
Yes, I know you have an alibi. We were here, having a conversation during the time of Chikara Horadori's death. But that doesn't necessarily mean you're completely innocent. You are the president of NICE. Surely you have plenty of subordinates who can do your bidding.
Are you implying I ordered someone to kill him?
It's a possibility.
And what would be my motive?
Well...
Remember what Tokiko said. Chikara Horadori is an avid believer in the Order of Percent. Their order and NICE are heading in completely different directions.
Perhaps NICE and the Order of Percent are hostile.
I see. You're suggesting there was a conflict between organizations. It is true that NICE and the Order of Percent have differing beliefs. However, we are not at odds with one another. Both organizations believe in the simulation theory. In that respect, we are comrades.
What do NICE and the Order of Percent believe in?
We are living in a simulation, a false world. And from this false world, we seek emancipation. That is what NICE believes. On the other hand, the Order of Percent, we are living in a simulation, a false world. But they wish to remain imprisoned within it forever.
Forever?
Mr. Ryuki, have you ever played an open-world game where you play as a criminal?
A game that lets you rob, murder, blow things up, leave a trail of debris wherever you go.
Ja.
An absurd, heinous game where you can freely commit all sorts of horrible crimes.
I've never played anything like that, but I know what you mean.
Then you can understand. If this is a false world created by someone, then the Order of Percent believe they can do whatever they wish. To them, this place is a true utopia. A dream world where they're allowed to do anything they want with no real consequences.
That's why they want to live here forever?
Exactly.
I get it. That's why Chikara was researching immortality.
In theory, using Purge, even immortality is achievable. The ultimate dream that humanity has been yearning for thousands of years. It will soon become a reality. What do you think? Isn't that wonderful?
About Chikara's research on immortality.
I am aware that Chikara was very particular about immortality. However, I will say one thing. One must not believe in eternal youth. Eternal youth is a lie. By the way, Mr. Ryuki, do you remember what you said earlier? Simulation theory is nothing but occult nonsense. That is clearly false. The simulation theory is not occult. It falls within the realm of science. In fact, many esteemed scientists have given serious thought to the matter. The theory was originally proposed by a Swedish philosopher. However, the concept has been around since long ago, even as far back as the days of Plato and Zhuangzi. This world may be an illusion. At least, there is no way to prove it isn't an illusion. There are great people throughout history who have held such ideas.
But there's no way to prove it is an illusion either, is there?
No, there is plenty of science to support it.
Was?
The holographic principle, theory of relativity, the measurement problem in quantum theory can also be considered proof.
Ah. Ja, aber... Swedish philosopher.
I'd like to ask you one thing. Beings that are far more intelligent and advanced than we humans. Do you believe a civilization of such beings exists anywhere in this world? And by this world, I mean all possible worlds in the entire universe, including those outside of our own.
Well,
Wirklich?
somewhere out there, probably.
I agree.
Möglich?
Taking that into consideration, we're left with three possibilities. 1. Civilization hasn't reached a level of technology advanced enough to create a simulation that can't be distinguished from reality. 2. Civilization has reached a level of technology advanced enough to accomplish this, but it hasn't for some reason. 3. Civilization has reached that level of technology and has no strong reason not to use it. Therefore, they've proceeded with creating an intricate simulation.
Was? All possible worlds in the entire universe, including those outside of our own civilizations, far more intelligent. Civilization hasn't reached a level of technology. Simulation can't be. It's reached a level of technology advanced enough, but hasn't. Has reached a level of technology and has no strong reason not to use it. Proceeded with creating an intricate simulation.
Which of these do you think is most likely?
Are you saying it's 3?
That is what a famous Swedish philosopher believed, at least. He further explains, that civilization must have run simulations millions or even trillions of times. In which case, it would make sense to believe our world would be included in one of those simulations.
You're saying it's far more likely that we're one of the countless simulated worlds, rather than a world that exists in the one and only reality. Do I have that right?
Yes.
Okay. Holographic principle.
Even light cannot escape a black hole. I'm sure you've heard this before.
Yeah.
Information is the same. It cannot escape a black hole. It's known that the amount of information trapped in this way is not derived from the volume of the black hole, but the surface area. Considering this, you can conclude that information in a three-dimensional space is stored in the boundary of its two-dimensional surface. In other words, all information stored in this universe is encoded in a single flat plane, just like a hologram. Regarding gravity and other physical processes, they can be completely accounted for through the laws of physics defined by the boundary surface. Let's take a character from an action game, for example. When that character falls, you
Hey,
might
Mario.
think he was pulled to the ground by gravity. However, gravity does not actually exist in the game world. Only code that was written in the program. The character's body is merely made to show as if it fell based on its code.
You think this world is the same?
The holographic principle is not a theory. It is a principle. It has already been mathematically proven.
What? What? Processing speed.
Say this world really is a simulation. Then that would mean a computer or something that's running the simulation exists somewhere, right? But it doesn't seem realistic that everything that happens in the universe could be derived by calculation.
Yes, you are right.
En waarom niet?
There is no need to calculate every phenomenon, only what observers see and experience. Take the measurement problem in quantum theory. It explains the inexplicable phenomenon observed in the double-slit experiment. Quantum matter appears as particles when observed, and as waves when not observed. For the latter, its position cannot be specified because it exists as a stochastic wave. Therefore, it must be calculated and processed as the entire wave, and is impossible to reduce. The faster an object moves, or as the effects of gravity increase along with the increase in mass, time progresses slower, as I'm sure you know.
And that's related to processing speed?
Yes. When the load during calculation is increased, a phenomenon akin to a processing failure occurs. That is why nothing can exceed the speed of light. The calculation wouldn't be able to catch up if acceleration is infinite.
It's a nice watch.
I see. Then let us leave it at that.
Okay. Huh.
In any case, there is no denying that the simulation theory is true. But unlike Chikara, I have no interest in the concept of immortality.
Moment. Man hat wie no denying.
But unlike Chikara,
No.
in any case, there is no denying that the simulation theory is true.
Doch? Was?
Because my objective is to tear at the seams of this world and emancipate us all.
So you mean dying?
No. Death and emancipation are completely different. I have no desire to commit suicide, though I would be fine with dying at any time.
Because this world isn't real.
There is that, yes. However, there is another reason. If I wish to do so, I can resurrect myself.
Was?
We are living in a false world created by a program. Therefore, if we can rewrite its code, we can create miracles, like reincarnation, or even...
The fuck? Crazy eyes.
bringing someone who has already passed back to life.
Ich meine, theoretisch, wenn
Has this woman lost it?
ihre Theorie wahr ist, ja, aber
Ryuki, you were right.
Huh?
There's clearly a lot of reasons to be suspicious of Tokiko.
Yeah. Let's check with Wingsync.
hab ich doch schon mal. Wait, wait. Oh.
I saw everything. If you don't do as I say, I'm sure you know where this is going.
What is this?
Looks like Tokiko is blackmailing someone.
What is it she saw?
I don't know. This is as far as we can get through Wingsync.
Hmm.
Yes, let's get a deeper look into her mind. Using a regular sync.
Nice. Yeah. Aber das machen wir nächstes Mal.
Ryuki, just to confirm, you did get permission, right?
Nah.
Yes, she accompanied me voluntarily and...
Oh.
No,
Echt?
I
Was?
from boss.
Was?
I haven't seen Boss. She wasn't in the control room.
It's fine. I'll be sure to talk to her later.
Boss is the
I
terror.
don't think this is a good idea. Besides, you don't look so good, Ryuki.
I'm fine. So please, I need more leads to solve this case.
But you... Oh, fine. I'll help you for now, but I won't be held responsible. Deal?
Okay. Au. Aua.
Look, Ryuki, please just don't cause any problems. You can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes.
Ich weiß.
I absolutely need you to follow this rule.
Yes, understood.
Okay then, let's begin.
Okay. Ja, wie gesagt, nächstes Mal. Gucken wir uns noch den Anfang an. Wie ihre Welt so aussieht. Hm.
I wonder if this is the nice president's room. It's really white, though.
Let's make an acronym poem with the letters for nice.
Yeah.
Where the hell is this coming from?
N.
Okay. N. Not that I know why.
A.
A. Angry.
I.
Incoming?
X.
Shingu River Ray.
Not that I know why. Angry incoming Shingu River Ray. The Shingu River Ray. Such a kind animal.
Angered by humans polluting waterways, I guess.
Ne? Eh?
Somnium scan, activate!
This is such a quiet place. So empty and blank.
Maybe that's Tokiko's mental state. Pretty eccentric. Hopefully we can find something here.
Looks like we can only interact with that ripped up book.
Right. Let's investigate.
Do you like insects? Like. I enjoy drinking with Yui. Okay. Oops. Warum ist da so ein Piepsen? Tokiko. Mit dies 53 Watt. Previously worked on a Sejima. Ah. Your 2D waifu was closer than you thought. Yeah. I was watching porn yesterday when my mom walked in. I went from rigor mortis to soft in an instant. Moment. Alt. Sag mal, ist das... Moment. Ist das bei mir? Nee, das gehört zur Musik. In der Musik ist so ein hohes Piepsen. Das geht mir übel auf den Sack. Ist nicht... absolut nicht schön. True 3 and Magma. Nee, okay. Safe. Okay. Gut. Dann geht's da dann nächste Woche weiter.